Hi, I'm Sleeping Bear, and I thru-hiked the Appalachian Trail, Pacific Crest Trail, and Continental Divide Trail, amongst other of those. Paddled the whole Mississippi River, biked across the nation, and a bunch of other stuff that I'm working on at the moment. And this is about food. This is usually what I have right here on a 3-day trip. I usually cold soak, so I will just have a Talenti container, a peanut butter container with a little plastic spoon from a grocery store, put in my water, and then add in the ramen noodles or the instant potatoes, or carnation breakfast or anything, oatmeal, whatever. There's certain things that'll cold soak really well. I'll talk about that in a moment. Wait a half hour, an hour, and it's all good to go. So cold soaking, that's what that is. So this represents around 5,000 or so calories, 3 days, because if you're in a town and you get food, you're probably going to eat a lot of food. You're going to be full, so you don't need a whole lot getting out that first day, and then now you're out. So this is like 3 nights out, and then you have your food, and then the last day that you're out there, then you're just going to zoom into town and get food too. So got your Cliff Bars. That's pretty good. I like those. Carnation Instant Breakfast. I like those as well. They got lots of nutrients in there. Peanut M&Ms have a lot of calories per ounce, so that's kind of nice as well. And the hard candy shell doesn't seem to melt as much when it's hot out. Ramen noodles are pretty good, cold soaked. And then instant potatoes, different flavors, whatever you can find. And then these are really good. They're kind of heavy, calories per ounce, but they taste really good. This Bacon Ranch Tuna Creations. And then a ramen bomb is if you put these two together and then wait for that to cook or reconstitute, and then you add this into it, and those are really delicious. So that's probably what I would have in 3 days. Sometimes you go a little bit longer in certain situations, so there's things that I add as well. Peanuts, put this in a Ziploc bag, and they're one of the highest calories per ounce, so those are pretty good. Raisins, kind of heavy, but those are also good as well. Put those in a Ziploc bag. Other snacks, granola bars, those work really good for me. Sometimes you can't resupply very easily because you're coming to gas stations or something, so cereal, just a box of cereal, and just kind of eat it like trail mix. Cook or cold soak, Quaker oats, oatmeal, and I like the protein version. Some drink stuff, Tang, if there's some pretty nasty places in the desert where you're in cow troughs and cattle little lakes, then Tang seems to take that away. Of course, water filter first before you get that. Put that in Ziploc bags out. Well, if I'm losing a lot of weight, protein mix. So put that in Ziploc and then mix that just with water is fine. Other things, if you're a coffee drinker, I cold soak. Starbucks is the best to me. There's also Nestle Taster's Choice is okay. And you can heat that up as well. If you're in a desert section and feel like you're getting dehydrated, these work really well. It seems like I stay more hydrated with these instant or liquid IVs. They're pretty good. I think they come in 10 packs. When I'm adding my water to stuff, I use a Sawyer squeeze. Other people use other stuff, but a lot of people use this. And then I'll have a Life water bottle or a Smart water bottle. I just have like a piece of spandex over here with a rubber band, and this just screens out some of the chunks in the water. And you put this on, and then water should be good. Just don't let this freeze, and it's good. And it'll last a long time. It'll definitely last through a thru hike or a couple. And another thing, I'll bring maybe a couple of those bottles in dry sections or the bag that comes with that. There's other people that get other bags that you can get as well. Those are really handy. If you're going to cook things, stovetop works really good. I like that. Also, mac and cheese is good cooked. And Lenore sides, those are really good cooked as well. Cooked or cold soaked, hot cocoa or cold cocoa with marshmallows I like. And then this is kind of a nice treat. I don't cook it, I just cold soak it, but I'll mix this with vanilla instant breakfast or milk, instant milk with Jello. Let that sit in my Talenti or some kind of container, and I'll cold stream, and that's a really nice treat as well. This is kind of heavy, but I'll probably eat it the first days. I'll get street tacos and add peanut butter and jelly and try to get that weight out of my pack the first few days, but that's really good. Also, it's nice to mix this with this and then maybe get some string cheese or something to put that on there. And you can get vegetables too as well. They just get kind of heavy, so you probably want to eat those faster. As far as cooking, I cooked on the Appalachian Trail a little bit. This is my lightweight setup. This is an MSR Pocket Rocket 2. And then I just have a titanium bowl that's super light, just a couple ounces. Heat up the water, and then you can either put the food in here, put it in a freezer bag, Ziploc bag, and then heat up the food. And then also, if you want it to stay warmer in there, I make these little Reflectix little container, and just kind of keeps everything warm, and then it can reconstitute itself, heat up, and cook in there. Another thing that I used on the Appalachian Trail, besides the Pocket Rocket 2, this thing just folds down really small, so see the size of that, it's tiny, plus the bowl. But the jet boil, the burner's a little bit bigger, but it's all enclosed, and it works really fast, and it comes with its own little ignition switch too. So it's really nice to use that as well. Also, you can cook over the campfires. If you're using MSR, then a little micro lighter is good too. Hanging food. If you're in bear country or mouse country, grizzly bear country, I put my food first in a oven bag and then put it in my Sea Summit waterproof bag right here. Close that, and this is my bear line. It's just float rope. I like the float rope because it's strong enough for this, and it doesn't absorb the water, so it doesn't get heavy. It just repels the water, so I like it. And then, yeah, you just keep that away from the critters. Sometimes you're in a place where there isn't any trees, so maybe a earth sack to tie to something, or the bear vault. Those are kind of bulkier a little bit. Sometimes, most people honestly just sleep with the bag outside their tent. Hopefully not inside the tent, because you never know what kind of critters are out there. But this is kind of the foods that I have. I hope that's helpful. I hope you guys get outside and enjoy nature, and we'll see you out there.